Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. John chapter 20, verse 16. Can you imagine all of the emotions and thoughts that flooded Mary's mind and being when she heard Jesus call her name? Her initial thought was that the person in her presence was the gardener. So she asked him if he knew to tell her where the body was so that she could properly care for it. Then she heard Jesus call her name, and there was no doubt in her mind who it was. It wasn't the gardener. It was her Lord and Savior. He wasn't dead. He was alive. She wasn't without hope. She was filled with hope. I'm sure that she thought she was going to explode because he had called her by name. Everything that was true for Mary is true for us as well. God has called us by name in the waters of holy baptism and through His holy word. God knows not only our name, but He knows us so well that He even knows the number of hairs on our head. That single word spoken to Mary changes everything. We know that we don't have to go through life alone because Jesus is with us. We know that we can experience a peace that passes all understanding in any situation because God will always have the last word. We know that we need not fear death because death has been defeated and the sting of death has been removed. We know that all the promises of God are true and absolutely dependable. I hope that as we gather for worship over these next few days, walking through the anguish of Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday, will prepare you to be ready to almost explode when we proclaim the greatest news of all. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Press on in the Lord.